Come on in, guys. So today, I kind of want to go over my thoughts on Doomsday and what I'd like to see from this project. Um, I wrote a little bit here. I'd honestly like to see Peter Parker get killed in this film and brought back, and the real Doom comes in and actually kills Peter Parker, because as we know, Tom Holland doesn't want to stay Spider-Man forever, and I feel like if you wanted to kill him off, this is the way to do it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my script here that I have written down. Give me 1 second. Get to my table. Let me know what you guys think down below. So, Doomsday. The Avengers say, "We know it's Tony underneath that mask." Cap says, "Yeah, but we need him to feel Tony's feelings. But how can we do that, Peter?" As Peter looks up, he asks the team to promise me one thing, that you won't give up. That whatever happens, you'll try no matter what to bring me back. I know there are ways. And says, with something drastic as he looks back at the Avengers with a tear running down his eye, "I have to die," Pete says to the team. "No, Peter, there has to be another way," Cap says, as Peter shoots his web and flies away, screaming, "This is the only way. I know you guys will find a way to bring me back." "Tony!" as Peter yells at Dr. Doom. He looks at this scrawny man in red and blue tights. "What do you want, little boy?" as Pete walks up to Doom and says, "I'm not a little boy, I'm Peter Parker. Don't you remember, Tony?" as he walks cautiously up to Doom, not knowing Tony's mind has been wiped clean. But Peter says, "I know there's still a little part of you left, Tony, and I'm going to prove it," as he shoots his web away from Doom around a light pole, then swings full force into Doom's chest. Quack, ach, as Doom flies back but catches himself and turns on his boosters to fly himself back forward. "You're going to need a lot more than that, kid." "Yeah, well, give me all you've got," as the team catches up and watches from a distance. "Peter, no!" as they can see Spider-Man and Doom going full force at each other. As Doom starts to rip apart Spider-Man, his suit starts to shred in pieces. "No!" cries ring out from the Avengers. This was Peter's wish, the only way to bring back Tony. But he's killing him. "I know. We have to do something," Bruce says, as Bruce jumps down into the fight and screams, "Hulk smash!" Clap. But Doom just puts his shield up and resists the Hulk smack. Hulk, not believing his eyes, before he can respond, Doom blasts him with a godlike blast that puts Hulk out of commission, completely knocked out. As Peter says in a low voice, "Let's finish it, Doom." As Doom walks over, Peter stands above him, raises him up with one hand. As Doom charges his other hand with a massive blast. "Wait, let me remove your face mask," Peter says. "I want to see your face before I die." As Doom lets Peter remove his face mask, something in Doom is different, and Peter knows it. As Doom charges his blast, he stares at Peter and starts to flinch. His beam goes from full light to a dimmer color. As he looks at Peter, Doom searching his mind of how he knows this person, until Peter screams out, "Finish it! What are you waiting for? Are you a coward?" As this triggers Doom, and so he lets off a bigger blast than he hit the Hulk with. This almost disintegrates Peter, as Doom takes a bated breath, then drops him. Still breathing heavy, he sheds tears. What did I just do?" as he looks to the Avengers. "What have I done?" as they look upon Peter's corpse, not moving, not breathing, as Doom then takes off. The Avengers mourn Peter Parker, but this was his plan, to show Doom he had a human weakness, and to show that somehow remembered Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. So now, what do we do that Peter's dead? Bruce says. I go and talk to Strange. The others say, isn't he? Yeah, he's still healing and gaining his strength to take on Doom again. But what if there was a way to bring Peter back? How, Bruce? A speedster. And that's when we introduced a speedster from Eternals. As one of them remembers what Peter said, Pete said he knew of ways to bring him back. He must have left something in his apartment. Yeah, if it's still standing, that's why we need Strange, so we can put a spell on it to see what Peter left us. As they go to Baker Street to get Doctor Strange, and they go to get Peter back, so they can all find a way to end Doom once and for all and bring Tony back in the process. That's all I have for now, but so basically it's Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and the Avengers. I want Peter Parker to take on Doom one-on-one because Peter thinks it's Tony. Everyone thinks it's Tony, especially once they see his mask revealed in earlier scenes when Doom is fighting the Avengers. His mask gets knocked off and it reveals that it is Tony. So Peter, being Peter, wants to go after him and bring him back because Tony, Iron Man, brought Peter back, right, when he got snapped. But the cool thing about this is Doom, aka Tony, doesn't know why he feels the way he does about this person because his mind was wiped, right, by the real Doctor Doom. And so what I want to introduce is, what I want to see from Doomsday is they try to bring Doom back, and you can bring in other characters to try to, knock him out, make his brain come back to where it's 50-50 maybe, and to where he kills Peter, but they find a way to bring Peter back, and when they do, the real Doom shows up, and this Doom is no match for what I'm hoping to be God Emperor Doom. And they could go with God Emperor Doom in this Doomsday series 1 and 2, and then what they could do with the Fantastic Four movie is show us a weaker version of Doom first getting his powers. And I think that would be really cool. And my whole plan, people stole it though, but whatever. Who gives a shit at this point? I've been saying it for years that, and especially when the news with Johnathan Majors came out, that if you want to get rid of that character, just put another guy as Kang. And when he's in the arena at the end credit scene with all the other Kangs in the arena all cheering, hooting and hollering, God Emperor Doom, bring him in there, dude. He'll wipe out that whole freaking arena. And he'll kill the main Kang, just rip his spine straight out of his body. The other Kangs will be in disbelief, and then Doom just blasts that whole arena and just annihilates every single one of them because he's God Emperor Doom. And he's such a badass, and he's untouchable, unstoppable. So when they bring back Peter, and this time, Tony Stark, being half Doom or whatever, has to go against the real Doom, and he doesn't think he's going to have any backup, and then here comes Peter again, the guy he just killed, backing him up, and them looking at each other and acknowledging, yeah, okay, we need to help each other to fight this guy because he's the real threat. And then afterwards, they'll talk and figure things out once he's defeated, but before they can do that, they kind of talk during the battle, and Doom doesn't figure everything out until after the battle, but at that point it'll be too late because Peter Parker will have came back. But then by the end of the battle, the real Doom, the real threat, God Emperor Doom, will have killed Peter once and for all, and I guess that's Tom Holland's arc. It can be done with Marvel, will be his ultimate death. And then that's how you can essentially bring in Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, and they can do another movie or two. I know everybody's been wanting the Andrew Garfield movie to come back. I know I do. I really like that Spider-Man. I love Tobey. Bring him back. But yeah, it's a shame Tom Holland doesn't want to do it anymore. But I feel like this is one of the best ways to get Tom Holland. And I feel like this fight scene would be so cool. Him and Tony fighting each other. But really he's fighting Doom and he's trying to break through to him. And before Doom kills Peter for the first time, aka Tony, he cries, but he doesn't know why he's feeling this way he does, because he still has that emotion in the back of his mind, right? He doesn't know who this person is, but he knows there's something about this person, right? Something very, very strong. And it's because the original Doom wiped his memory and made him the false Doom, essentially. And I just feel like that's a really cool idea. I really like that. Um, and I just want really good Avengers in here. And like, if you're gonna bring in cameos, like, you can go all out with them. I just hate the 30-second cameos. Like, can we get some better ones, please? Like, where's Frank Castle? Okay, where's Daredevil, Frank Castle? Like, bring them into the larger MCU universe and eventually turn Frank Castle into Cosmic Ghost Rider. And let's freaking do this, man. You know, Frank Castle, Cosmic Ghost Rider. Like, I know he becomes a herald from Galactus. And then, like, there's obviously the larger threat. There's still Galactus. There's the Watcher. We haven't seen any of these guys in the larger MCU. We've only seen them in What If and all that. But there are so many good characters. Like, we still need Hercules. Oh, we didn't get Doctor Doom yet. We're about to get Doctor Doom. And then we had Cable, but he was in a Deadpool movie, and we're missing so many mutants. It's just like, dude, what are we doing? When are we getting X-Men? 3 years from now? It's going to be too late by then. You got to start bringing these people in there. And I really don't want to see the Young Avengers movie. That's just going to be a total failure. Who's going to be the Young Avengers? Ironheart, Kate Bishop, She-Hulk, Okoye, Shuri. Like, no, I'm good on that. We want badassery. We want Marvel to go a little bit darker this time around. Stop with the campy humor, with the yelling goats and Thor, Love and Thunder, and just the humor, the nonstop humor, over humor. Every line has to end with a joke. I'm so done with that, Marvel. I need them to turn the page. You can still have some of them if it's the right time. Like when when the Avengers are sitting around and they're either like partying or they're just before they go on a mission or something, that's fine. Or when they're ready to go on a mission, they can say that stuff. That stuff's pretty cool. But aside from that, let's go a little bit darker. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's get a little gory here, Feige. Come on, man. So I don't know who's going to see this video. I don't care if 20 people see this. Cool. But I just wanted to get this out there. These are my thoughts for Avengers Doomsday. I don't know what the Russo brothers have in mind, but I know now there's leaks. I mean, I've tweeted Feige, I don't know how many times, but like I even did a thing on my YouTube about a Blade script. My Blade script. It's not even done, but I'm almost done. But I did about a half a Blade script, and it's like the opening scene up until maybe the middle of the movie or something like that, almost halfway through. And it's like, why haven't we gotten a fucking Blade movie yet, dude? Is it this hard to write a fucking Blade movie? Can it be that hard to write a fucking Blade movie? Seriously, Feige and Marvel? Really, you're gonna come out with the Agatha Harkness show that nobody gives a fuck about, and everyone fucking loves Blade, started the whole thing, but we're not gonna get a Blade movie. Mahershala Ali is close to leaving the project because 5 writers have left, and the last one made him the 4th lead role. How do you make Blade? The movie's called Blade. You're gonna make him the 4th character, and the other 3 leads are female. What the fuck are we doing? His name is Blade. He kills fucking vampires. Boom. Simple. That's it. It's not hard. And no, we don't want it in the 1930s. We want a cool ass Blade with cool ass body armor, a cool ass fucking sword, some sick ass guns, a cool ass fucking boomerang. You ain't getting none of that shit in 1930, 1920, whatever the fuck the year they want to do. We're going to get a black and white fucking Blade, Werewolf by Night Blade movie? Well, that'd be pretty dope. Would it? Because what would Blade ride on? A fucking horse? Yes, I know. It's in the comic book. I get that. Jeez Louise, can we get a 2024 fucking Blade movie, please? My God, let's keep up with the times, people. Imagine how cool a Blade movie would be with actual technology. Yeah, I know. It'd be pretty fucking dope. Last time we had a Blade movie, we had fucking pagers? We didn't have the internet yet. We had like basic computer. It was like what, early 90s, early 2000s? Something like that, late 90s, early 2000s. So I don't know. I'm rambling now, but man, all in all, I just want cool fucking Marvel projects. I know you guys do too, so it's just sad seeing like the shit that happened with Johnathan Majors, but honestly, he was a weak ass fucking villain anyway. Like, dude gets beat by a bunch of fucking tiny, uh, ants, and then gets beasted by this person and that person. Same thing with the High Evolutionary. He was a really cool character. I love the High Evolutionary. I love that actor. And like, they just downgraded this dude, so hopefully he comes back and is more badass. They should have just left Adam Warlock in the pod, let him be like what Adam Warlock should have been. Um, because we have Adam Warlock in our video game that I play, Marvel Contest of Champions, and he's an absolute Chad monster, and just like that's what Adam should have been. But I really like the character that plays Adam Warlock. I just hope we get more characters, better characters from Marvel, and I hope they go leaning towards the action route. Your fan base is 85% male, if not 90. We want to see badass action, and we want to see superhero shit. It's really not hard. We don't want you to interject politics and check boxes and do all this BS and hire diversity writers and directors who have no fucking knowledge about any of this shit. Shit, the lady they hired for Agatha, oh good lord, she didn't even know what she was doing. She never read a Marvel comic book. Never read a Marvel comic book. And then there was other producers going out there saying like, oh, Marvel would prefer it if you didn't read the comic. What? What are we even fucking talking about right now? So if you're going to bring someone in to do a Blade movie, you're going to not want them to read the Blade's fucking comic book? Like, that is the dumbest fucking thing ever. Like, Kevin Feige, answer me this. Do you think the people they hired for the Penguin show on HBO doesn't know who the Penguin is? They had no fucking idea who the Penguin was. They never saw Keaton's movie with the Penguin. They didn't see any of the comics with the Penguin. They didn't see any cartoons with the Penguin. They didn't even see the 1960s Penguin. They had no knowledge. Their minds were blank and they came up with that character. No. The answer is no. The answer is guaranteed a fucking no. Those people understood the Penguin, wrote a very complex character, gave him a very, very complex arc and storyline, and that show is fucking phenomenal, and that's what I want from Marvel. And, yeah, that's it, guys, and that's where we're going to end it here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the fucking like button, subscribe if you are new and you want to see more like this in the future. I don't usually, well, I did a couple videos like this. I have 2 channels, so I don't know if I'm posting them to both or what, but just hit the fucking buttons, all the buttons, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. You guys are cool as shit. Keep doing what you're doing. Peace out.